Welcome back, everybody, to the drivers' press conference here at Zandvoort. We have Group 2 for you now, left to right, Lando Norris, Nico Hülkenberg and George Russell. Very warm welcome to you three. George, perhaps we could start with you and start with some congratulations on your engagement. Carmen said yes.
Yes. Yeah, no, it was very special. It was a really nice time to do it, and a lot of thought went into it, and it was a really interesting process, like, sort of designing the ring and doing all of that. And I thought, when I came to the moment, I couldn't actually get my words out. It was like suddenly got really nervous when it was on one knee, but no, it was great. So thank you.
And were you able to switch off from Formula One completely during the break?
Yeah, fully, to be honest. It's especially coming into the second half of the season now, it's going to be very intense for us all. So just really making the most of those 2 weeks. And obviously, I had that on my mind for the first 10 days of the break. So that was great. Look,
what about where we're at now? Do you see this as turning the page? How important is this weekend at Zandvoort just to get things started on the right foot?
Yeah, I think every race weekend now is going to be very important. You want to build that momentum. Obviously, we've got a number of triple headers coming into the last part of the year. We're only just at the halfway point. So, just continue to keep working. There was a good phase in the middle of the first half, and then the last three races were tough for different reasons. But just looking forward to starting again and trying to get back into a good groove.
Good groove. Do you think that requires you doing anything differently in the cockpit?
I think we'll see. I don't want to overthink it too much. I just want to sort of trust in my ability and drive a little bit more instinctively, and maybe that's what I hadn't been doing before the break. And I think, just going in with an open mind and see where it takes me.
So the championship, you're 59 points behind your teammate. How do you approach the title fight now?
I'm not really thinking about it, just taking it race by race. I know I need to improve the performance if I want to be in the fight. So that's the main priority. And if the performance improves, then the points reduce. And it's as simple as that, really.
OK. George,
Thank
congratulations
you.
Again. Good luck with that. Nico, if we could come to you now. Hope the break was good. Belated happy birthday for yesterday as well. Let's talk performance. You scored your first points of the year last time out in Hungary. How confident are you of getting on a point-scoring run now?
Well, we'll see, but it was obviously good to get that done. We've battled through some difficult moments at the start of the season, but kept it together. And I think we have a competitive, good package now to fight the midfield. Project a tight, tough battle with the Racing Bulls, with the Alpines, maybe some other teams sometimes. But the ambition, the goal is to obviously score frequently, more consistent. But I'm generally happy with the progress we've made this year, and I feel we've grown as a team in many areas, done some big improvements already. Obviously, there's always more things to work on, more things to improve, but the trend and the trajectory is positive in the right direction.
You say it's a good package. Just how much potential does this car have?
Yeah, it's got potential. Look, everyone is pushing, everyone is developing, bringing updates. And obviously, we're a new team on the power unit side, everything from scratch. We're also only two cars, whereas many others have obviously multiple cars that they supply. So take maybe a bit more time, but we definitely have a lot more potential and room for improvement there. We know that. Many of these topics are a bit more long term and quite focused already on next year as well.
What type of circuit suits the car best at the moment?
I think we were quite good aerodynamically. I think here on paper and in Budapest are not bad tracks for us. But to be honest, if you look back now, the last 5-6 venues, we've been always competitive, at least with one car. So there's no specific track really.
And you mentioned a moment ago about the improvements you've made in the team. Can I ask you about your role in the team? Do you feel that you are more than just a racing driver for Audi? Do you get consulted on bigger picture stuff?
Yeah, I think both drivers, are always important to give direction, to give, the important feedback, where it's crucial, where to focus on. to give direction for the team. I think that's the case in every team. It's no exception for us. So, both Gabby and I are working hard and trying to contribute and do as much as we can to help move forward.
Okay, Nico, thank you for that. Lando, if we could come to you now, how was the break for you?
It was good. It was nice. I just spent the whole time with my friends, traveling quite a bit, doing different things. So well needed for sure.
Now, on track, you won the most recent race in Hungary. Just how much confidence does that result give you coming here to Zandvoort?
I mean, for myself, for the whole team, quite a bit. I'm always, I'm never the guy who gets too far ahead of myself. So I'm not going to come in here thinking that we should just win the race again. But our goals are set high, so we wanna believe we can. I think with the new parts we had, with the new floor we had in Budapest, we just need to understand if it's just brought performance everywhere, every track, every type of surface, all types of corners, whether it was more specific to there. So I think we're still patient with understanding how much performance that really brought us. But it was clear we took a step forward, and that's a good sign. So we still want to believe we can be very competitive here.
Well, and you think the layout of this racetrack will suit you?
I mean, in some ways it's not too different to Budapest, but it's also different in different ways. With the wind, conditions, obviously much colder, so we have to just wait and see. I think it was clear so what the weaknesses are of the car, what was better with the car. But the performance we had on Sunday especially was probably almost a better performance than we had at any point last year. So I think it still shows that we can kind of ebb and flow and still be a little bit more inconsistent than we were at times last season. We're still trying to understand everything perfectly with the car, but it's a track that I've enjoyed. I've always liked, and we performed well here as a team in the past. So I'm hoping this weekend is the same again.
Now, George has given us his thoughts on the championship. Can you give us yours? You're less than 100 points behind Antonelli, which is closer than Max was to Oscar at this stage last year. What are your thoughts of retaining the world title now?
Less than 100. It doesn't. Honestly, I only ever think of it when you guys talk about it, when you ask questions about it. I've not thought about it once this season, especially after the first couple of races. And there's just no point thinking about it for a long time just yet. I didn't think about it in Budapest, and it worked out well, so I just continue to do the same.
Thank you, Lando. Right, let's open this to the floor. Broadcasters first. Who's first?
Craig Slater, Sky Sports. Question to Lando and George. Max has re-signed, Max Verstappen, with Red Bull. You've both been with one team a long time, or a driving programme a long time. Just wonder, in your case, Lando, whether there was ever any realistic prospect of Max joining McLaren. There was some talks. And for you, George, was it ever an irritation, the constant narrative, which is over now, of Max to Mercedes?
I mean, similar to what Lando mentioned before about it's only really a topic for us when you're sat in front of you guys in the press and you want to ask these questions and understand what's going on. It was always very clear from within Mercedes what the reality was over these past couple of years. And, maybe those conversations were slightly more public than the conversations, his team were having with the likes of McLaren or Ferrari or whoever else it may have been. So that's just the nature of the sport. Drivers talk with different teams talk with different drivers. Everyone has to just see what their cards are. But, my seat never felt under threat, and I felt 100% security with Toto and the team, and that obviously now continues.
What was the question?
Do you ever give much thought to him joining McLaren? Because there were talks, we heard about that. Yeah.
I never heard much more than what you guys did. So, I welcome anyone to be my teammate. Of course, a guy who's won as many world championships as he has, a guy who is as talented as him. Would always be cool to have as a teammate one day, but I know Oscar's my teammate for still quite a while yet, so I know nothing's changing.
Thanks. Next.
Mara San Giorgio, Sky Sport F1 Italy. A question to George. George, you were talking about standing and championship before, but considering that your team want to win both titles this year, will you be ready to accept any team order at some point and maybe help your teammates?
Not even consideration at the moment. You know, it's not even halfway through, and you know, we need to just keep on pushing as a team. We're behind the curve of development. Our rivals have definitely brought their upgrades before us, and I think it'll be very interesting when we bring our upgrades, when they will be, how that impacts our performance, and I'm hoping that will, you know, push us more to the results we were seeing more consistently at the start of the year. Of course, we've continued to perform very strongly. However, the teams like McLaren, Red Bull, Ferrari have been really, really close and given a really good fight recently. So, you know, at the moment, it's just business as usual.
Thank you, George. Next.
Hi, Kriya from Supersport Africa. Lando, first of all, tan looks good. Definitely wearing it very well. Second, obviously, you've got some good, some bad memories here in Zandvoort. How disappointed are you that we're not going to be seeing it on the calendar anymore?
I guess, yeah, pretty disappointed because I like just the event itself. The fans, although most of them are here for one driver, it's still always just a fun event, good atmosphere, good passion, and that's what you want. You know, I prefer going to smaller races where the fans are more exciting and the event is better than a different place where you just have less of that. So this is definitely up there, and a lot better than a lot of the races we have on the calendar even currently. So it's a shame. But yeah, it's also not our choice. I think if it was a driver's choice, we would probably like to keep it for many people, I think, in my opinion especially. But yeah, it's not my opinion that matters. So a shame, and hopefully it comes back one day.
Can I bring Nico and George in on this as well? The last race at Zandvoort for now. Your thoughts on the loss of this race, Nico?
Yeah, very similar. I mean, I've raced here a lot in junior times, and it's you know, the atmosphere is is a bit like in a club, and it's like a real festival kind of character thing, and loved it here the last couple of years. So yeah, I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah, it's a great track, a lot of characters, so yeah, it'll be missed.
Okay, thanks. All next one.
Hello, Panos Eidanis from Andana Greece. A question for Lando. Lando, you said you needed so much this break, and from what you were saying also in Hungary, it seemed that you needed more than any of the previous years. Was it just because of the results? Because I guess you did some very good drives and the car wasn't helping you. That's the first part. And the second part is that one of the places you visited was again Greece. Where did you go? What did you like about that country?
Yeah, I mean, a break's always good. Honestly, the breaks they're more important for the team than they are for myself. The drivers have generally more time than the team do in terms of days off and things. So I think we're the lucky ones. But I believe that as a team, we want time. Time is still is what we need the most of currently, and I think we've proved that over the last couple of months in the progression of us. And if we can use that, it's definitely on our side, because I'm confident we can continue to improve and outperform our competitors in development and results in the long term. So I think time is a good thing for all of us, and that's certainly what we had a little bit of. But also for me, because I enjoy just my life outside of Formula One. You know, Formula One's the main thing of my life, but I also enjoy just being with my friends and enjoying things outside. So it was beautiful. Yeah, I did quite a bit of. It was almost 1 week in Greece, so just traveled around from Athens all the way to Kefalonia, which is beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful little places, beautiful coves to go swim, and when you're with a good group of friends, then I think there's not many places better in the world. So very enjoyable.
Thank you for that. Next.
Rafael Sam, Service TV. Question for Lando. Lando, coming here as the winner of Budapest, you said you still winner of Budapest. You said you still need to figure some things out as a team, obviously, but what factors are there that make you feel positive that you can put on a fight with Ferrari and Mercedes, especially in the second half of the season?
What are the factors? McLaren is the team I'm with. That's the biggest factor, the people we have, what we've achieved over the last few years, and the leadership we have within the team. From I guess part of it from myself, but also from Andrea, from Zach, the team leaders within McLaren. Just everyone's just in a very, very good mindset at the minute, and in the mindset you need to. You have to have to fight against the best in the world in terms of all the teams and drivers, and to fight for world championships. So my team give me plenty of reassurance, and also if I drive as well as I did in Budapest, and I have done for a lot of this season, then I'm very confident in myself too.
It's Mata from Hungary. And for sport question to George. George, first of all, congratulations for that. Yes, 10 years ago I had the same experience. So I know only one word what could mean to a game changer for you, because we all know how important for you and for even us to have, a solid and stable background.
Yeah, I hope it brings a couple of tenths. So let's. Even Lando will be getting engaged if it brings a couple of tenths. So let's. No, it's personal life is so important. I think for all of us, we live such a hectic life. I think the people we live it with is such a key part of that, and riding those emotions with you. And obviously I've been with Carmen for a really long time, and it was. I don't think it changes a huge amount because she's been such an important person in my life for so long. So it was just more, making that next step that we needed to do.